According to the state's Department of Public Health, the number of opioid-related overdose deaths in Massachusetts rose to 2,290 last year, an almost 9% increase from 2020. The state data also shows fentanyl, a synthetic opioid, was detected in 93% of the deaths where a toxicology screen was available, a rise from 40% in 2014. Illicitly manufactured fentanyl is commonly distributed through illegal drug markets, and many people may not even know their drugs are laced with fentanyl. On Wednesday, August 31st, spearheaded by the Becker-Schmill Foundation, Needham hosted its first observation of International Overdose Awareness Day to remember the lives lost to overdoses and share stories, facts, and resources that can save a life. Needham resident Debbie Schmill launched the Becker-Schmill Foundation after her teenage daughter died of a fentanyl overdose.
We have 2,290 flags in the ground here. Each flag represents someone who died of an overdose in Massachusetts in 2021. 108,000 people died from overdose in 2021 in the United States, which is a record-breaking number of people. Right now we're in a fentanyl crisis, and there are counterfeit pills being marketed to children online. Illicit street drugs are being laced with fentanyl as well. People need to know about it. If they don't know about it, they can't protect themselves.
Our country was in crisis. A crisis where the victims were, and still are, misunderstood, mistreated, and marginalized, often accused of being weak or immoral, despite the fact that they suffer from a brain disease that no one is immune to. Each of us is vulnerable to the risks, such as having an accident and being prescribed pain medication, or genetic predisposition, or a mental health struggle, or in the case of my forever 18-year-old daughter, Becca, the impact of trauma.
Substance use, as well as mental health disorders, have been so stigmatized over the years that often people hide in the shadows and they don't seek out the help that they need. By talking about it as a community and putting it out in the open, building compassion for people, getting that message out that their community cares, there are compassionate people out there who want to help.
I struggled with addiction my entire life. I was actively using pot at the age of 12, and I didn't get sober until I was 30 years old. I was in and out of treatment my entire life, and I could never get it, and I never understood why I couldn't get it. And I tried every which way to get it. I tried moving, I tried different MAT, and nothing ever worked for me. I could stay abstinent, right? But I never realized it was changing my behaviors and how I treat people and the way I look at life. And like today, like due to the 12 steps, due to my higher power, I dedicate my life to taking people through the big book and seeing a change in men that was once as hopeless as I was, get their families back. We don't realize like that we are hurting our families the most. Still, after almost 3 years sober, I still don't have my children in my life today. I still don't have a relationship with my family today. And I'm content with that. I'm at peace with that. This is my journey, and like when God sees fit and when the universe sees fit, like one day everything will collide, and if I stay clean and sober and do the next right thing, I'll be able to be there and be of service to my children and be part of my family.
Fortunately for our family, our story is one of success and recovery. It is through organizations such as Learn to Cope that helped my family find the light in the darkness, the strength when we felt defeated. I'm hopeful that this event will bring awareness, a level of awareness, to this community, as nobody is immune from the disease of addiction. To me, if going public with our story meant it would help even one family break the stigma, we would have accomplished what we intended. We are here, and you are not alone. No one should have to suffer in silence.
Substance use overdose ties into mental health. It ties into how connected people feel to their community. It's how we treat each other. Talking about all of this is really important, It saves lives. It saves young people's lives. You know, maybe it could have saved my daughter's life. And that is our goal. At the foundation, we need to bring meaning to my daughter's death. We are doing what we can to make sure this doesn't happen to someone else. And that's the ultimate goal, is for another family not to have to go through what we're going through.